Welcome to our video where everyday foods are put under the microscope of science and ranked by one simple question. What do they actually do for your body? Today's topic isn't about six-pack abs or glowing skin. It's about that strange cracking sound in your knees every time you stand up, and the one protein that holds it all together, collagen. The truth is, after age 40, your body loses 1 to 1.5% of collagen every single year. And the areas hit the hardest? Your knees, tendons, and cartilage. But here's the good news. Collagen can be rebuilt if you eat the right foods. In this video, we're ranking 10 everyday foods from grade A to D based on how well they stimulate natural collagen production, reduce joint inflammation, and help you walk like you're 20 again. Some foods that seem healthy might only earn a D, and others, the ones most people throw away, might be the golden key to pain-free knees. Let's find out, because your knees are waiting for the answer. Let's kick off this list with a crowd favorite, berries. Think strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, the kind of fruit that sounds sweet even before you taste it. These little gems have surprising powers when it comes to fighting joint degeneration and muscle pain. Berries are rich in natural red-purple pigments called anthocyanins. Think of them as biological fire extinguishers. They help calm inflammation inside your joints. According to a study published on PubMed Central, part of the US National Library of Medicine, compounds found in strawberries were shown to reduce both muscle and joint pain, especially around the knees, all as part of a simple, everyday diet. Great antioxidants, no doubt, but they don't directly rebuild collagen. That's why we're putting berries in grade C. Tasty and helpful, but not a collagen powerhouse. This is something you can find at just about any supermarket. We're talking walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, all the familiar names. These seeds are packed with natural omega-3s, specifically ALA. That's alpha-linolenic acid. Omega-3s have a deep anti-inflammatory effect on joints. ALA is converted into EPA and DHA, two powerful compounds that help reduce joint inflammation and tissue damage by blocking inflammatory cytokines. So when do the results kick in? Studies show that with consistent use over 4 to 12 weeks, you can expect reduced morning stiffness, less swelling, better muscle tone and bone density, and over time improved mobility and less reliance on expensive medications. But remember, don't go overboard. Moderation is key with high-fat seeds. Nuts and seeds also support collagen protection, thanks to vitamin E and zinc. But here's the catch. They're not collagen builders themselves, just good defenders. So where do they land on our chart? Grade C. Helpful, nutritious, but not the core ingredient your cartilage is craving. Next up, we've got something surprisingly underrated. Chicken skin, cartilage. This is the part most people toss aside, either while prepping or right after cooking, especially the picky eaters. But here's the secret. Chicken sternal cartilage, that firm white bit near the breastbone, is loaded with type 2 collagen plus chondroitin sulfate and glucosamine. These are the core structural components of healthy joint cartilage. When consumed as hydrolyzed type 2 collagen, it's been shown to reduce joint pain, relieve stiffness, and improve mobility. Just add a bit of vitamin C to help with absorption, and you're good to go. Now, here's a heads up. If you're allergic to egg whites, there's a higher chance you might also be sensitive to chicken-derived collagen. But according to PubMed studies, most participants didn't experience allergic reactions. Bottom line, chicken, skin, and cartilage, especially sternal cartilage, is a natural, functional food that can ease pain, restore flexibility, and help repair cartilage. It's rich in type 2 collagen, exactly what your joints and ligaments crave. We're giving this one a grade A. High impact, clinically backed, often overlooked. Next up, leafy greens. Drop a comment and let me know your go-to greens. Now, these aren't just salad fillers. They're anti-inflammatory powerhouses packed with antioxidants, and they do wonders for joint and bone function. But more than that, they slow aging just a little by giving your body the vitamins it needs to stay strong. The Arthritis Foundation points out that greens like spinach and kale are loaded with vitamins A, C, and K. And Harvard Health backs it up, saying that green leafy vegetables like spinach, kale, and collards have proven anti-inflammatory effects. This isn't hype, this is Harvard-level science. But even with all these benefits, there's a catch. You need to pair them with healthy fats like olive oil or lean meat to actually absorb the nutrients. And don't go overboard. Too many greens can mean too much oxalate, which may trigger kidney pain if you've had kidney stones before. Bottom line, leafy greens support collagen production, fight mild inflammation, and they're clean, everyday nutrition. They won't rebuild cartilage, but they sure help protect it. That's why leafy greens get a grade B. Now here's one that many people mistake for medicine: gelatin powder. In reality, gelatin is an incomplete protein that comes straight from natural collagen found in the skin, bones, and connective tissues of animals, most commonly beef, pork, and fish. Its main components? Type I and type 3 collagen, the exact same types that make up your skin, bones, and joints. To put it simply, gelatin is collagen that's already been broken down, so it's easier to digest, easier to absorb, and ready to be used by your body. According to research summarized by Healthline, the difference in protein value between collagen and gelatin is almost negligible. But remember this, gelatin is not FDA approved as a drug, so treat it like what it is, a powerful nutritional supplement, not a cure. Still, in terms of joint health, it's one of the purest, most direct sources of hydrolyzed collagen available. It's raw building material for your cartilage, no middleman, no fluff. For that reason, I'm placing gelatin powder firmly in grade A. Clean, effective, backed by science. And hey, if you have other thoughts about foods on this list, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your take and maybe answer your questions in the next video. Next up is a pretty familiar one: citrus fruits, or more simply, things like oranges, grapefruits, and lemons. Inside citrus fruits, you'll find vitamin C, an essential nutrient the body needs to produce collagen, which helps keep your cartilage, bones, and ligaments strong. Not only that, it also has antioxidant properties that help protect your joints from free radicals. And especially for the ladies, it's great for brightening skin, maintaining body shape, reducing inflammation, and slowing down aging. A natural miracle, really. But be careful, just because it's healthy doesn't mean you should go overboard. Too much of a good thing can still hurt you. The acid content in these fruits, if consumed excessively, can cause stomach discomfort or a burning sensation. And if you go even further, you might end up with gastritis or even gastric ulcers. So make smart choices. Citrus fruits are rich in vitamin C, a required cofactor for collagen production. I'm placing them in grade B. Our next food is eggs. Let's start with the eggshell membrane. Yes, the membrane, not the shell itself. That thin layer on the inside of the shell contains type I, V, and X collagen, along with glucosamine, chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid, all of which are excellent for joint and cartilage health. According to research, taking just 500 milligrams of eggshell membrane powder per day can deliver visible results in 7 to 30 days. And the best part? It has few to no side effects. Now let's talk about the egg white. It's rich in albumin and proline, an essential amino acid that helps the body synthesize collagen. A lot of people don't realize this, but proline strengthens the structure of collagen. When combined with vitamin C, glycine, and other cofactors, the body can better regenerate connective tissue in your joints. But just a heads up, check if you're allergic to eggs. It's not super common, but it does happen. Eggshell membrane provides collagen, while the yolk helps support absorption and regeneration. I'm placing eggs in grade B. What do we have next? Salmon with skin. Salmon skin is one of the richest natural sources of collagen among all marine animal parts, especially type I collagen, which makes up over 90% of the structure in tendons, ligaments, and the foundation of cartilage. According to a 2024 study published in Marine Drugs, MDPI, using OA mouse models, oral supplementation of collagen peptides from salmon nasal cartilage was shown to boost production of type 2 collagen, lower cartilage-degrading enzymes like MMP-3 and MMP-09, reduce inflammation markers like PGE-DOAs and IL-262, and even prevent apoptosis of cartilage cells. Salmon skin delivers type I collagen and highly anti-inflammatory omega-3s. Grade A, no further discussion needed. Up next in our list, legumes. Beans like red beans, black beans, chickpeas, and lentils are packed with bioactive compounds including polyphenols, saponins, and peptides, which help reduce inflammation by blocking inflammatory cytokines. Both the Mediterranean diet and the DASH diet recommend eating legumes regularly for their anti-inflammatory benefits and their support in joint health. In a small 2015 study, people with osteoarthritis who followed a plant-based diet made up of vegetables, legumes, and whole grains experienced significant pain reduction and improved joint function within just 6 weeks compared to those on a standard diet. Now, to be honest, legumes aren't everyone's favorite, but don't worry, there are plenty of ways to prepare them. Salads, soups, stews, even mixing them with whole grains like brown rice to balance amino acid intake and support joint health. They do provide glycine, lysine, and zinc, all important in collagen formation. But at the end of the day, they're still plant-based and don't offer the same collagen-building proteins you'd get from animal sources. Grade D. Nutritional? Yes, but not a collagen heavyweight. And our final contender on this list is bone broth. Bone broth is made by simmering animal bones from beef, chicken, or fish for 8 to 12 hours. A splash of vinegar is usually added to help release collagen, gelatin, and minerals from the bones and connective tissue. Here's what happens. Collagen in the bones and tissues breaks down into gelatin, which then provides peptides like glycine, proline, and glutamine, essential raw materials for rebuilding cartilage, tendons, and ligaments. Bone broth delivers these structural peptides, which your body uses to regenerate collagen and proteoglycans in your joints. It also helps reduce inflammation and block enzymes that damage cartilage by helping stabilize inflammatory cells. Pretty practical, right? Something this easy to make and yet so powerful for your joints. Bone broth is a clear grade A, no hesitation. And that wraps it up. We've just gone through 10 simple, accessible, everyday foods that can make a real difference in protecting your bones and joints. I hope this video gave you something to think about. Just a small change in your diet, that's all it takes. Wishing you strong health, happy movement, and consistency in your workouts. Much love to all of you. And hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.